What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Mother's Day edition of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me on Twitter. This podcast every single morning, video on the BettingPros YouTube channel, audio wherever you get your audio podcasts. To all the moms out there, thank you for everything you guys do for us. You guys are our heroes. If you haven't been told that lately, you're a hero. You raised a child. Congratulations. We love you all. Happy Mother's Day. Hopefully today is a special day for all of you. If you haven't talked to your mom in a long time, send a text, pick up the phone. Today's a great day to start mending that bridge. Just saying. I'm not a counselor. This podcast being brought to you every single morning by BetMGM and the $1,000 first bet offer that's available to you guys right now with new users. Promo code JUICE at sign-up gets you a $1,000 first bet offer at BetMGM. All right, we are doing well. It's an up 5-unit week. And I always say this, when we're hot or we had a good week, we want to celebrate it because we have way too many bad weeks in this game. So when you have a good one, you want to celebrate it. Another 3-1 night last night, up 2 units. We got flat on the UFC. We did get the submission bet to cash at -110, but the knockout didn't come in, so completely flat. 1-1 on that. Both full unit plays come in for us. We get the over with Seattle, which, by the way, has already been bet on the Discord channel. Over 6 -105, Game 7 tomorrow for the Kraken and the Stars. Already bet it. This thing has now hit 9 straight times, 9 for 9. I am not going to stop now. We've bet pretty much everyone in the playoffs. We bet this, but in the postseason, we're 6 for 6. So we've done really well with riding this, but we'll hit it it could be 7 for 7. I don't want this series to end. It's been tremendous. So that's for tomorrow, not for today, but in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat. This is why it's good to be in there, because I tell everyone, hey, a play is coming up. We're firing on it right when it opened. They again put it at 6. My gut tells me it closes at 6.5. I don't think even the pros are going to bet the under like they did yesterday when the number for Kraken and the Stars closed at 5.5. Why? What are you doing? What are you watching? What series are you watching? Yikes. So that is for tomorrow. So 3-1 yesterday. I'm going to play some baseball today. I got 2 baseball bets. I'll explain to you a little bit what I'm doing with basketball, and I'm going to explain an additional bet that I have for hockey. But I have 1 hockey bet officially, and I have 2 baseball bets officially that we're going to give you here in just 1 second. But before we do anything of the sort, let's talk about the BettingPros app and how you guys can go and download the BettingPros app right now for free. All the cool things it can do. Download it for free. You can use our prop bet cheat sheet for the daily rankings for the best prop based on the updated projections for today with Boston and Philadelphia. For more advanced insights into any prop, you can take advantage of the new Prop Bet Analyzer, which views players' historical performance for every prop bet across different time frames and opponents. See how it compares to players that have performed against the same opponent for that prop. Get matchup ratings for how well the player's opponent performs against the prop. And view an over-under recommendation for every prop to guide you for your betting decisions. To access these prop betting tools and more, download the BettingPros app by visiting bettingpros.com/apps or by searching BettingPros in the App Store. Again, it's bettingpros.com/apps. Okay, let's start with hockey. Told you about the Kraken bet for tomorrow. I'm going to bet the puck line for the Oilers today, okay? They got beat by Vegas. Vegas wins. Vegas holds on, 4-3 win. Game goes over. I think there's a really good chance that the Oilers go crazy on the power play here and force a Game 7. I thought it was always going to go 7. I don't want to lay -185, okay? I don't want to lay that type of juice. I think the puck line's live, and I think because I've had a good week and because I got a little extra capital to play with here, I'm going to bet the puck line. I think McDavid and Draisaitl, we saw he'll looked decent when he came in relief of Brossoit the last game in Edmonton. But on the road, in that environment, the Maple Leafs got eliminated. It's all about Edmonton now. Their shot to win the Cup for Canada. A lot of pressure on them, and I do think they force a Game 7. And I think this is where Vegas, I don't want to say they punt, but we kind of saw it with Dallas yesterday. Dallas knew they had a game 7 in their back pocket. They didn't want to really go crazy with it. Seattle wins. They forced the game 7. Edmonton, I think, will play with extra motivation, obviously, because their lives are on the line, but I just think they'll have more jump in their step, more speed, more scoring opportunities. I'm going puck line, plus 126. Oilers, plus 126 for 1 unit to win on the puck line. Laying 1.5 goals here. We may need an open net. Who knows? No one's shooting in open nets these days, but we're rolling, so I'm going to ride it here a little bit and fire on maybe a little bit of a dangerous bet. Moneyline's expensive. You can bet Moneyline if you want. I just don't want to lay minus 185 juice on it. Oilers, plus 126. Now, I do think the over is a good bet. Okay, I'm going to have a play on the over, but I'm no longer making over bets on this series official. Okay, I'm just not doing it. It's minus 135 on top of that. It's too juicy, but I don't. If you want to bet it, I'll bet it. But you want to bet it, go ahead. It's personal play. I will have it. I will have action on it. I don't know how much. Probably not a full unit on it. I don't know but I will have a bet on it for Oilers Vegas over 6.5 goals at minus 135. But I don't love it. Okay, I don't love it enough to make it official, and it could be a blowout, and that's why I like the puck line, because a 5-1 win for the Oilers cashes the puck line, doesn't cash the over. Okay, so I'm very concerned about that 5-1 final for the Oilers and the Knights. So official plays Oilers puck line. I will have an over 6.5 bet at minus 135. Now for basketball, I am simply going to cover my emotional pain if the Boston Celtics lose to the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 7. I'm going to throw a half unit down at plus 225. You're probably going to get a better number in game, okay? But I don't want to have a prop on it. I don't want to have anything on this game. I just want to watch this game. I want to pray the Boston Celtics show up in Game 7. Boston's been very good at home over their history in Game 7s. I believe the record is 26-7 at home, straight up, in Game 7s in the postseason. But that's a lot of Bird. It's a lot of Magic. It's a lot of, Paul Pierce. It's a lot of Kevin Garnett. It's a lot of guys. We'll see if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can keep this going. They should win. They're 6.5-point favorites, okay? But I'm just going to emotionally hedge myself a little bit, so if Boston blows it, I'll win money. I'm not going to make you guys do that officially. I'm just telling you. I'm going to bet the plus 226 money line for the Sixers for half a unit, just in case. Because if the Boston Celtics blow it, I'm going to be pissed off. So I'm going to steal the John Anik school of betting against your team in big games, because if your team loses, you win money. If they win, you're happy. So that's how I'm playing basketball, no props. So what does that mean? It means I got to build the card out, and I got to do a couple of things that are a little bit different here. Okay, so far in baseball on the year, I'm 12-10, okay? So I'm not having an outstanding run, but, I mean, it's okay. It's over 53%. It's, it's not awful. It's not horrible. I'm up 1.28 units so far this season in Major League Baseball. So I'm going to come back with the Rangers here, who nearly had a no-hitter yesterday thrown against the Oakland A's, won the game 5-0. And I talked about the run line with the Rangers over team total 4.5. I did play that, so you got that coming in. I'm not going to get too cute here. It's minus 136 for the Rangers to win. The A's are starting a guy named Drew Rosinski, who has an 8.16 ERA. He has thrown 3 times this year, and he has lost all 3 games he has pitched. He lost 11-7 against the Reds, where he gave up 5 runs, 3 earned. He lost 5-3 to the Mariners, in which he gave up 5 earned runs in 3 2/3. And he lost 10-5 to the Yankees in his last start, giving up 5 earned runs, gave up a home run, and lost the game there. 5 innings, 3 2/3, and 5 2/3. So clearly, this guy is not a very good pitcher. The A's don't have many good pitchers to begin with. The Rangers' offense hasn't been outstanding, okay, but it's been good enough. The Rangers lost the game on Friday, like we talked about. They won the game on Saturday, and they're going to throw Andrew Heaney, a left-hander today, who's got a 2.2-3 record with a 5.25 ERA. Lefties against an offense that was nearly no hit last night, and the A's I don't trust the A's at all. Heaney's ERA on the road is 2.31. He's a much better pitcher on the road than he is at home. He's 0-1, but with 11 2/3 innings pitched, he's only given up 3 earned runs, an opposing batting average of 146 against him, and the A's offense sucks. So I like the Rangers here to win money line at minus 136 against the Oakland A's. Beat up on a bad starter against, with an offense that doesn't score very much. And Andrew Heaney is a better pitcher on the road than he is at home. Road dominance continues, hopefully, for Heaney, and the Rangers will take the fourth game and win the series 3-1. It's a 1 o'clock Pacific time. It's a 1 o'clock Eastern time start, 10:35 West Coast start time for the Rangers and the A's. Second game. Orioles are a team that we have to pay attention to. Kyle Gibson is starting for the Orioles. At home, Kyle Gibson has an ERA of 1.93 with a 2-1 record. Only 4 earned runs given up so far in 3 games started, with a 1.97 batting average against for opposing teams. He's facing another bad team. The Pittsburgh Pirates are reeling. Now, they are 21-19. I'll give you that. But the Pittsburgh Pirates offense has gone absolutely in the toilet. They've lost the first 2 games of this series, 2-0 and 6-3. They've lost 4 games in a row. They're now 1.5 games back of Milwaukee. They have fallen out of first place, and they're 11-10 on the road this season. They have 1 win dating back to, they lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of 12 games the Pittsburgh Pirates have lost. Now they're facing a pitcher who is really good at home in Kyle Gibson, and their offense is simply anemic right now. The Pirates this is what they've scored during this losing streak. They've scored 2, 1, 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 0. They haven't scored 4 runs. The last time they scored 4 runs was against the Nationals, where they won 16-1 at part of a doubleheader back on the 29th of April. In the month of May, the Pirates haven't scored more than 3 runs in a single game. That is really bad, okay? Here's the thing. They are starting their best pitcher today. Mitch Keller has been really good. So there is something to be said right now about who the Pirates will throw on a Sunday trying to snap this losing streak. Because Mitch Keller is 4-1 on the year. Mitch Keller has won 3 of his last 4 starts. But the thing about Mitch Keller, like a lot of these pitchers on the road, not nearly as good of a pitcher as he is at home. Now, that's not that like a huge statement. The Orioles are 13-5 at home, and Keller on the road has a 3.57 ERA, opposing batting average of 236. Now, at home, it's a 194 opposing batting average and an ERA of 2. So again, the numbers are going against Mitch Keller. He's not going to get much run support, to be quite honest. I mean, we just ran through the numbers as to what he's been in the games that he has pitched so far. Mitch Keller, 2-0 win over the Rockies, 8-1 loss to the Rays on the road. That was his last road start. His last 2 road starts, he's lost both of them, 8-1 and 5-4. 6 innings and 3 runs, 5 innings and 5 runs given up in those games that he pitched. I'm going to lay the minus 126 here. I'm going to take the Orioles, 1.26 units, Orioles money line to win this game, okay? So the official plays today, 3 of them. Oilers on the puck line, 1 unit at plus 126. Rangers money line, 1.36 units down at minus 136. Orioles on the money line, minus 126, 1.26 units down on that. Okay, so not doing player props. Again, my other plays are Philly on the money line for a half a unit at plus 225 and the over 6.5 at minus 135 if you want a real full card today for a Sunday. But it's been a good week. I want to make sure that we keep ourselves in the black for the week and move on to a Monday. I know I complain about betting baseball on Sunday. I know I say I never do it, but we're getting to that part of the year, guys, where we're going to start to have to go. I mean, there's going to be days where there'll be only baseball. Like, we're very close to having days where we will only have baseball bets to be made. So we're going to start to load up here a little bit and start looking at baseball and put more plays out there for Major League Baseball before we get to ourselves. And, so the finals, the Cup finals and everything else. But look at today or yesterday. There was no basketball, nothing. There's going to be days where there's going to be no basketball. So we'll be looking for other things to bet on. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast. Happy Mother's Day. Back tomorrow. Make sure you like this podcast if you're watching it on video. Every day, every morning, it is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM.